Welcome back to beautiful Ogden, Utah for round 2 of the 2021 PDGA Pro Worlds. I'm Ian Anderson, sitting next to a world champion, Sarah Hokum. We are out at Mulligan's. This course could not be more different than the track you played yesterday.
Yeah, incredible contrast. Now we're out at a ball golf course, big open. Not a lot of wind today, but there is a lot of water, lots of danger, and ladies are going to have to make some decisions about what they're how conservative or not they're going to play this course. We've got Paige Pierce, Haley King, Sarah Gilpin, and Valerie Mandujano on to hole 1.
Should be fun. Tell us about it, Sarah.
Starting with this par 4, 711 feet. First shot, players are going to throw a big hyzer over this water or flex something up the middle, getting to right around here, which is 300 to 320. Next shot, they're going to have to decide whether they want to go for the pin or lay it up in front of the bunkers or behind the bunkers as they approach this very mounded and slopey green. Difficult to stick this landing and get this birdie, Ian.
Yeah, it's tough. You're short, you're in the hazard. Long, you have a very long putt likely. Tough to make it stick on that downslope. Paige Pierce on the box, reaching for a Zeus.
Throwing the big power hyzer, which is pretty much a layup for her. Getting about just under 400 feet.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Cutting off over half of this hole, leaving a nice, easy 311-foot approach shot.
Haley King. Little high.
Ooh, looks like she slipped a little bit. She may have come onto that tape on the front of the...
On the paint, or whatever it is.
It's very slippery if you foot fault, you know it.
Yeah. There is Sarah Gilpin, a new face.
Yeah, she's out of Iowa. Really into lizards and reptiles.
Sweet.
Yeah. Short of that first ball golf tee, so that takes birdie out of range, but she maybe has the best position where she doesn't actually have to make a decision.
Valerie Mandujano.
Right in the middle.
Yep, that'll work. Probably a little out of range for the birdie. It's a really a reach of hole 1.
Agreed. Only a few players can actually get this one distance-wise.
Sarah's second. Probably just laying up just short of those hazard sand traps. Yeah. Should work for a par from there. Looking at Val's second.
Also just short of those bunkers.
Yep,
leaving herself about 100 feet to approach this difficult green.
Haley King, 360 to the basket, kind of the edge of the workable range here.
Looks like she was a little pinched on that net. Wow.
That was a nice shot.
She got a look. Missed that bunker by just a little bit.
Kind of a scary putt. it could roll away or go.
There is a lot of elevation downslope on that green from where she's at.
And Paige
looking to stick the landing.
Just on a big old hyzer. That one came in a little bit long, I believe. Looking at Sarah Gilpin's third.
Nice flat landing. That should be a pretty easy little putt.
Yeah, it was a good shot. It's such a tough stick on the top of that hill. Margin for error is not large. Looking at Val's third with a Nova.
Ooh, yeah, anytime you land on that downslope, it is definitely going to go further away from the pin that you'd like.
So Paige went long, so she's coming back towards the basket. And
That's a lot long.
That was
That's
a
like
lot
70
long.
feet. Haley doesn't even want to attempt the putt from the edge of the circle.
Wow.
That's surprising. I see her like run the craziest putts.
She is. She's fearless, it seems.
But this basket, the way it's situated, any basket hit that doesn't stick is likely to roll away.
Okay, good. Ooh.
That was a good roll.
That was pretty incredible commentary
is
timing,
such a
Sarah. Sarah Gilpin for the par. You love to see it.
Great par to start. Par is good on this hole.
Yeah, it's a tough starting hole.
Not only the amount of distance it takes to cut the hole in half to get that birdie, but then this green is it's just almost impossible to land it right next to the basket.
Yeah. Takes a near perfect shot to get anywhere close. Cleans up the bogey, thankfully. Haley will do the same for par, I believe.
Yep, par, and Paige also tapping out the par, and no birdies on the day on this hole.
No, yeah.
Playing as the first difficulty.
That one could use a new tee pad.
Agreed.
It's a little long for a par 4 for the division. There's that signature Paige Pierce form, getting it 400 feet down the fairway onto hole 2. A very dangerous green on this one, Sarah.
Once again, that's going to be the theme of the day. 250 feet, par 3, crossing over some hazards and a green, which don't really come into play. And then you get to the actual green that is tucked behind this mound, and there's water on the left side and the right side to lose your disc. I lost one in there in practice. No. But they're very good about fishing them out here at Mulligan's.
They are. I lost one at the fort. I'm hoping to get back today. We'll see.
But it's only 250 feet, so you can definitely stick this one on. It's best to hit it on that top of that mound, and then it kind of trickles over the edge to give you the park job.
Yeah, that is the play. Paige Pierce with a fierce.
Ooh,
I'd say putter if you're not familiar. That's shanked.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Early release.
Yeah, it looks like
Did
it.
not kind of put her whole body into that one as normal.
Looks like a zone for Haley King. She loves those forehand zone shots.
Throwing the hyzer and getting it to stick right in that valley.
Beautifully done from Haley. Sarah, she's going to be throwing a truth. Really nice mid-range.
Looking good. Yep, right over that mound and in that valley. Wonderful.
A cool little check up on the top of the hill there. That was great. Valerie?
Looks like she's going putter.
She can.
On the hyzer line.
Go in.
Oh, it needs to sit.
I think that nestled. Good thing she threw a putter.
Yeah, edge of the circle. You'd like to kind of spike this one in because of the distance, but with the undulation on the green, it is just not going to stick.
Paige from circle's edge for 2. A little too high there. Val almost leaking into the water. Stays safe. Can she convert it into a 2?
Great putt.
She
Center.
is a great putter. Her boyfriend Mason Ford is playing pretty well on the MPO side this week too.
Yeah, and they as a couple took down the mixed doubles.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a solid start to your Worlds weekend.
Absolutely.
Or Worlds week. Haley King.
I don't know that we've ever had someone take down doubles and the actual FPO title before.
Paige never got it in one of her years with Germ?
That's a good question.
That'd probably be who did it if somebody did it recently anyway.
Truth.
'Cause I don't think Ricky and Paul.
Katrina has quite a few world doubles
Does she?
under her belt.
Oh, okay.
Gilpin with the tap-in birdie.
Nice work, Sarah. Paige Pierce with the lone par. Losing a stroke to the card does not happen often. But it does right there.
Yeah, playing as the third easiest hole on the course. 42% birdies.
There we go. Look at
Ooh.
that.
Ladies getting it done out there.
That follow through from Val is awesome. Reaching towards the basket onto hole 3. What's our pro play, Sarah?
Well, this is another big righty hyzer. There's a Mando on this left tree, but the sidewalk is not out of bounds. There is water far right, and then the real hazard is this sand trap that is right next to the basket, inside the circle. Do whatever you can to avoid that. But if you do end up in it, you could make a putt and still save your par. But this path is not out of bounds on most of this course.
That's
There's
right.
a couple spots it is, but not on this one.
And there's OB left, but it's probably about 30 feet past that path, I want to say. Haley King, get out of there.
Skipped up, but
I don't see an OB.
Did she skip out of the sand
Looks
into
like
the
it.
grass?
Haley King things. Sarah Gilpin with an escape.
Looks a little bit low.
Inside enough to get out. Oh,
Also, that's some lead card love.
that is some cool stuff. Val? Looks inside.
She's going to leak left, but should stay inbound.
Oh!
Spoke too soon.
Yeah. Got a couple skips she didn't need down there. Paige Pierce and a Zeus.
In the wide hyzer.
63 mile an hour rip from Paige Pierce.
Also needs it to sit, and it does.
That was crazy. There is Val's disc, unfortunately. Looks like Mason's got the retriever ready.
Yeah, those quick sticks are really handy out here at
Yes,
Mulligan's.
they are.
When you wish you could take a mulligan.
Aw. Val, long look for par.
Oh,
And-
losing the balance. Yeah.
There we go. That's
It is
smart.
so difficult to jump putt uphill.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody knows how to do that, leave me a tip there in the comments. I'm trying to figure it out.
Nice. Gilpin for 2. Looks like just outside the circle. Good bid. Speaking of world doubles, you said she was partnered with Sexton?
Yes.
Ooh, Paige Pierce.
Wow. Edge of the outside the circle.
Yep.
Circle 2 putt. She's making up for that last miss putt on
Yes,
hole
she
2.
is.
So Haley in the
Oh.
hazard. Didn't realize that. And an air
Hmm.
ball. Ooh. She wants that one back.
Yeah, she does. So that was for 3. This should be for 4. Okay.
Single bogey.
Yeah. Could be worse.
There were quite a few bogeys on this hole.
Yeah, that sand trap is in a diabolical position.
Yeah, 2 of us on my card were in it as well.
Mm-hmm. Val looks to be cleaning up a bogey of her own after the OB drive. Does so nicely.
Yeah, 38% bogeys and only 13% pars. So pars are good out here on this one.
Yes, they are. And this is a very good birdie putt from Paige Pierce.
Page full extension.
The step through.
Shaking hands with the pole.
Perfect putt. Fist pump for the win. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
When I walk up to the tee, I have these game plans. I think I'm gonna land in these same areas every single time, but you never know. Having the Bushnell rangefinder, no matter where I land, gives me that extra level of confidence.
I started playing disc golf with my family when I was 8 years old. When I was 16, I got my first job as a cook at a bowling alley, and that's when I made my first batch of beef jerky. As I got better at throwing, I also got better at making beef jerky. Everyone told me they loved my jerky. After 15 years of making my beef jerky as a hobby, I decided to make it available to everyone. Double G Craft Jerky. Give it a try. You're gonna love it.
Back to the action at Mulligan's. We are looking at hole 4. What are we to do here?
This one's a doozy, 379 feet, par 3. So it's going to take a huge flexing shot from the backhands. Most of them are going to go at that sidewalk and those trees on the right, hoping to get enough fade left to get a look at it. But this one is going to be really just keep it in bounds for most players and pitch up to the basket for the par.
Yeah. Kind of the edge of the range for a lot of the field.
But several of these ladies on this card have the distance to
True,
get there.
true. Paige Pierce, one of them.
So it is not unbirdieable.
Going with the Zeus. That gets left. It's got the idea. Goes long.
Outside the circle, she just made a putt from there on the last hole. So she is dialed.
Nice. Sarah Gilpin. Going back to that escape. Oh, it's wide. Little extra safe.
Yeah. And that was a Mando that she went on the wrong side of, but that's for the next hole.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, the next hole's tee pad comes into play
Gotcha.
on this tee shot.
Haley King.
On the pure hyzer.
Is that
That looked
That
like
stayed
water,
dry?
but
what? All right.
Haley a little off on her drives today so
Yeah.
far.
They're all coming out a little high. Val, this looks nice.
Yeah, this will be great for just a pitch up.
Mm-hmm. I think they're trying to figure out.
They're trying to figure out that Mando that Sarah missed, but
Oh,
she didn't really miss it.
that's
I
funny.
think, at least.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So she's playing from the disc with
So-
no penalty.
So thrown right at the water, but thankfully only 160 to the basket. Gee.
This is one of the wider greens. There's water next to a lot of baskets, and
Mm-hmm.
this one you have a little bit of room.
Yeah. Val just pitching up with the Nova. Leaking a little right, but that's just fine.
Just a little tapper
Yeah. And we think Haley, yeah, looks like she stayed in.
with a putt even.
Oh.
Again, a little bit of a miss.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of downslope. It was a little uphill. Just must not have made the right adjustment. Paige cashing in from the same distance for the second C2 birdie in a row.
That's silly.
She's not going down without a fight here.
My goodness. That was right at the water, too. Absolutely fearless.
She, only had a one-stroke lead going into this
That's
round,
right, yeah.
and now she has extended it to 2 strokes over Gilpin.
Never mind.
3 over King.
There you go. Getting some cushion. Val saves her par. And Sarah should be doing the same here in just a second.
So Paige getting this birdie. Can you guess the other 3 players that got this?
Is it Cat Mert? She's one of them?
No,
Nope.
close.
She always gets
Just
them.
think distance.
Oh, man, I cheated. It's Katrina Allen and who else?
Ella Hansen.
No, there you go.
And
Jennifer
Jennifer
Howell,
Allen,
that's funny.
the current distance champion.
That is really good. All right, looking at hole 5.
This one's a par 4, 567 feet. There's water on the far left, and really, as we get closer to the basket, that water is going to come closer to the basket. However, there is some sand traps on the right that play as a hazard. The fairway is pretty open, so players can throw about 300 feet and then finish it off with a fairway driver or a mid to try to get this birdie look. However, as you can see, the water is really close to the basket, so players may opt to play a little bit short and try to make a long putt, or just play this for par.
Paige Pierce going Zeus as is tradition. Keeping it nice and wide away from the water, but also away from the sand hazards. Looks like a great drive.
Yeah, just about 150 feet left.
Yeah,
She can almost putt from that distance.
I think so. Gilpin throwing a sheriff.
Ooh, she pulled it a little bit, but should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving her about 300 feet to the pin.
Yeah. There is Tina from our friend at Whale Sacks over there.
I miss her on the road.
She's just the nicest.
But she has this new plant business that she's doing from Florida.
Does she really?
Yeah, so she's now a double business owner.
She's a wheeler dealer. I love her. She's awesome.
Haley throwing the big hyzer with the fade left to sit, and it does. Leaving her a couple hundred feet to approach the pin.
Mm-hmm.
That's a safe distance to get it nestled up there.
Val putting it down the fairway.
Ooh, that looked really close to the water.
So I think this might be the one I saw when I was watching live. It's in a really weird spot. I think we'll see it in a second. Sarah?
Sarah needs a big pump to get out there. Gonna come up a little short, long putt. Looks like a layup. That will be, an easy par though. Pars are good out here.
Yeah, so this is where it ended up.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's kind of hanging over a little bit of ground, and they gave her a safe call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorable.
Would not mind some lines or ropes on some of these out of bounds and hazard
There's
lines.
always a weird spot or two that inevitably a disc will find it during the tournament that did not realize needed to be marked.
Absolutely. Val, is that going to hold on?
Sit. Oh, no. Well, there she found the water.
What is it? Disc don't lie?
Oh, Ian calling it. Apparently the card mates were just a little bit too friendly there because water was attracting that second shot.
It did, unfortunately. Looking at Haley King's second onto this peninsula green.
Playing away from the water with that zone. Yeah, great shot. Easy putt.
She loves those zone approaches with the forehand. It works so well for her. Paige Pierce going putter for her second shot. Looks like this is almost a half putt.
Yeah.
Nah, she's going baby throw.
Nice control. Tap in.
Birdie.
And Gilpin.
Gosh, you can't run
Is
this.
she running it? That looks like a really nice, well-executed layup.
We're going with that.
Yep.
This is
Full
gonna be
focus layup.
Val trying to save a par.
Taking no time.
Yes.
Cannon the jumper.
Nicely
Saving the
done.
par.
Yeah, totally. If you look at that second shot of hers, I think it was the stance that did it to her. Like throw from that side hill.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Can make it come out a little earlier than intended. Haley King makes good on the birdie, as does Paige Pierce. Sarah will drop in a par. That's a turkey for Paige Pierce.
Ooh, extending her lead to 3 strokes over King.
Well, keeping it 3 strokes. But
Keeping it at 3 strokes, yeah.
King gets the birdie in this fantastic putt by Val to save par. Too cool.
I think it's one of the easier holes. 28% birdie.
This one's decently easy too. It's an island green, but I feel like it's pretty forgiving in the shape.
Yeah, the second easiest hole. 261 feet. It is an island. It's a little bit bigger than the circle on the front and a little bit smaller than the circle on the back. Players are going to throw either right at it, a big hyzer right hand, or there is a nice hyzer on the left side. So choose your own adventure.
It's fun like that. Paige Pierce is going with a Paige Fierce.
Also, there's that the mound really allows you to kind of be aggressive.
Yeah, it's a
right
great backstop.
At the basket. Paige, a little early release, but she looks like she's inbounds and with a longer putt.
Haley King.
Also making it into the island green with a little putt uphill.
Sarah reaching for her truth. I think we're all reaching for our truth.
Aren't we all trying to find our real truth?
Sarah, that was a nicely thrown disc right there. Should work for a birdie putt, and Val stepping up next.
With the power hyzer.
Missed that tree. Awesome.
High, leaving a little death putt.
Oh, Mason thinks it's out. Did you see that?
Oh.
Reading his lips.
I mean, maybe it is.
Hopefully it's in, though.
The wall is off of the low.
Oh.
She needed to leave that outside the circle.
Yeah. Yeah, the OB lines are inside those boards, but look.
Well, she would be at the drop zone if she was out of bounds.
You're
so
right. Yep.
she is in bounds, but
The disc is not
we'll
in the
have
basket.
to settle for a par.
Yeah. Better than a bogey, though. Haley King looking for a 2.
To get a stroke on the leader.
There we go. Cutting that down to 2.
Gilpin also with the opportunity.
And if you guys get a chance, tune into the Disc Golf Network all week.
Solid putt.
Check out that live disc golf action.
Yeah, you're on there doing some commentary.
Hanging out with Philo and Doss for the MPO
man,
side.
That's not a bad afternoon.
It is really, really fun, honestly. And you got Hannah Macbeth, Charlie, and Val on the ladies' side. Tons
Excellent.
of disc golf action.
Haley
watch.
cashing in the birdie with those challengers. 55% of the field got this one. Lots and lots of birdies. That's always fun.
It is.
Middle of the round, able to get some actual twos and get that score a little lower.
Passion is more than fiery emotion. It feeds the spark to start your day. It fuels your obsessions. It inspires your dreams. Passion challenges your fears, and it repeatedly bathes you in sweat until you are transformed into a new, better you. Disc golf isn't just your passion, it's ours too.
You've seen them in the hands of professionals, helping them compete at the highest level. Whale Sacks is a female-owned small business, handmade in the USA. We are dedicated to outstanding grip for all disc golfers.
We are back out at Mulligan's looking at hole 7, par 3, 441. Good luck getting a birdie on this one.
Good Lord, 441. I know a couple people that can throw that far, so it's not unbirdieable, but there's water on the left, a green left, there's sand trap on the right. The pathway is not out of bounds, but the fence is beyond out of bounds.
That's right, and it's the black fence, not the wire fence, too, because that actually came into play in the MPO side randomly. I wouldn't know that otherwise. Looking at Haley King on the box, trying to get all the way there. It is a tough task.
So really oh, goodness. Okay, there we go. Now we have perfectly, now we know. Thank you, Ian.
Uh-huh. She is good to go. You are looking at Sarah Gilpin. What's she throwing? She's going the Raider.
Strategy here for most players is to just pop it out there, get it in bounds, and then throw the approach to get the par.
Mm-hmm.
However, not for this young lady.
Yeah, one of the few who's thinking two. Got to be a Zeus, I'm sure. Yep. Is it going to flip enough, Sarah?
It's still flipping.
It's still going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. All four. How did she throw it 446, but the hole's only 441?
Yeah,
and she's short.
The whole distance isn't perfectly accurate like our edge. Bushnell rangefinder,
okay.
Sarah.
Check. Got it.
Valerie Mandujano. Looks like she's just playing it for par 2. That thing was crushed from Paige.
Yeah, I mean, she does that. It's amazing just to see how far she can throw the disc.
Sarah just laying up for par. That's done nicely. And she throws faster than some of the MPO guys that we've filmed.
Yeah, taking no time, which because of the weights we've had, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, right? Val getting over there. And Haley King, long birdie bid, but it's there. All right. Paige Pierce. This is a stroke on the field, probably.
Oh, 100%.
Wow.
Yes, that is it. There was another long bomber new to the scene, Miss Ella Hansen, who also got this birdie. Dang. Now getting 2. So we've had basically 3 holes that have been kind of unbirdieable by most of the field. Mm-hmm. But Paige and Ella have gotten 2 out of the 3 of those.
Yeah, she's playing really well out there today.
I imagine she loves this big open course. I don't know, as a player who's new to the scene, I don't know how well the woods treat her yet, as she's learning kind of disc flights. But big open shots, she is definitely leading the pack.
She can throw a long hyzer, no problem. Sarah cleans up par. Done so nicely, and we are looking at hole 8.
Another long, little bit out of range hole for a lot of players, but we might see some birdies on this card. Par 3, 375 feet. Traversing the water, there is a green on the right, and then there's sand traps on the mound, both in front and behind. And also there's water on the left. So there's a lot of room to work, but there is danger if you miss your shot by a significant portion.
Yeah, and good luck sticking it close. Paige Pierce.
I don't even know what it feels like to try to get this birdie, honestly.
It's a little ridiculous. Undertaker from Paige.
Thankfully, the sand traps are so close to the basket that if you do land in them, you can probably save your par pretty easily. That looks out of bounds left.
Let's see. Don't see a marker.
It's a long approach.
It is. Haley King.
Throwing the safe hyzer. Conservative play that gets her a putt.
Circle's edge. That is a scary putt, though.
So far uphill.
Yeah. We got that sand hazard just behind the basket. Sarah Gilpin. Going back to the Raider.
Also going with the conservative hyzer. Sarah told me that she doesn't quite have the distance to get to a lot of these birdies, and so she was just trying to stick to her game plan and play for the pars. Looks like she's doing just that. Lana Hondo with a flexor.
This looks good.
Yeah, this is going to get up by that tree.
Okay, 342 from Val. That's a pump.
Excellent. That's an edge of the circle putt.
Looking at Sarah's second. That's leaking a little short left.
Just leaving her a little tester.
Yeah.
But she has yet to miss today in today's round.
Nice. So Paige Pierce looks to be lucky to
Barely
stay
in bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There's water just behind her.
But laying it up just fine.
Get out of here with the 3.
Okay, so this is like 50, 55. Way uphill. Oh, my
What?
gosh.
A, she ran that, and B, she made it.
There's a sand trap right behind that.
Right behind that.
Any miss. Wow. Valerie's coming out here firing.
This was
It's
sick.
great to see. Just barely hits the rim and sneaks over the edge. Wow.
I probably wasn't going anywhere if she missed either. Had great pace on it.
True. This thing's the green is sloped, so
You
even
never
if it
know.
is perfect pace, Haley also getting the birdie, no problem. There's that stroke we love to see.
These ladies showing off on this hole. That was awesome. Sarah trying to save par. The good putts continue.
Wow. Not phased one bit by these, not big putted. Wonderful.
Paige may be feeling a little shame for laying up here. These ladies are doing work on hole 8. Some great putts.
Wow, 2 birdies. I'm always wondering who's going to get some of these long holes.
Yeah.
And Katrina Allen also getting this birdie on the day.
Okay. Took some long putts to do it. Wow.
So Paige may have gotten a stroke on the field on the last hole, but 2 card mates just got him right back.
They sure did. Looking at hole 9. What's the pro play, Sarah?
Throw it out in the middle. Don't throw it over the fence.
Yeah, this one's pretty wide
Pretty
open.
open. So this is like just a pure distance shot. Just show off. How far can you get up the fairway? How easy can you make this approach? And then you're going to leave yourself, for me, 300 feet. For some of the rest of the field, 200, 150 feet for Paige possibly. But there are the sand traps on the right, so you can get into a little bit of trouble on this putt. But the closer you are, the easier that approach is.
Absolutely. Paige Pierce. Haley King, excuse me.
Looks like she threw it just a little low.
Yeah. Almost
But
got edge.
Plenty of power, and she's still only got, she has less than 300 feet to the
Yeah.
pin.
Well within range. Val? Little hyzery on the release.
Mm-hmm.
It's still fine, though.
Yeah, turns out you don't have to throw that great of a shot off the tee here
Yeah.
to still have a birdie.
This one's a pretty forgiving par 4. Paige Pierce.
590, can she get there?
Right? With the Zeus, she's going to try.
I heard you can throw far at high elevation.
It's flipping. It's
That
going.
looks well executed.
All right.
419, okay.
He's out there. A little bit past Haley. Sarah.
Again, a little bit low. That looks like she might be out of range for the birdie here. She's going to have to really get a real big move on this disc.
Yeah. Going to her escape after the bolt drive. Sleeking right. I'll just play it for par from there. Val, she is in birdie mode.
Great shot. 15 feet.
Haley King, her second on the par 4.
Coming in nicely, settling close.
Paige Pierce, still left with a little standstill approach. Going putter.
Keeping it on that hyzer line. And also really, really close. Gilpin still with her third shot. Getting it close to the basket. Oh, shoot.
She
that
kinda-
almost went in.
Give it a little half go there. That was great. Val for birdie.
Sneaking it in the left side. Another nice putt in a row.
You'll see that from her a lot. She makes some really good putts. Well-earned smile right there. I'm sure that was directed at Mason.
I hope so.
Yeah, right. he better hope so. Here's Haley King making good for birdie. Paige Pierce will do the same. And Sarah will be dropping in a par.
This hole playing is the easiest hole on the course.
Really?
Which kind of surprises me. The 41% birdies, so and only 6% bogeys.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to take a bogey on this one. Like
Unless you get into that sand trap, that's kind of that's the danger.
Yeah. So that was Sarah's husband on the bag over there?
Yes, kind of with that sweet red fro.
So I'm caddying for Nate Sexton, too. He's pulling double duty this week.
Whew, man.
That's a lot of rounds in this
Must
heat.
be in great shape.
Seriously. Valerie Mandujano form.
Nice plant.
So cool.
Great hips coming through and holding the follow through.
Plays. There are your scores after 9. Paige Pierce still leading the crew. Got a 2-stroke lead over Haley.
Haley birding 4 out of the 5 on this front 9. I'm excited to see how the back goes.
We'll catch you guys there. Thanks for watching.